All words are created equally. This is a simple concept to understand, yet many students fail to grasp it. Some words are often disregarded simply because they sound too basic, with learners mistakenly believing that mastering more sophisticated vocabulary is the key to progress. This is a serious mistake. All words are equally important. The word is holds as much significance as the word isochronous. This misconception is one reason many students neglect the basics. If you can understand me, then everything you need to know, you already know. I am not here to teach you anything new. My goal is simply to direct your attention to the foundational elements you often overlook. Consider the construction, there is, there are. It expresses the existence of a situation or object. This structure is introduced in the earliest stages of language learning. Yet pre-intermediate students rarely use it, and intermediate learners often neglect it as well. So, I ask you, how can you achieve fluency without actively using such a fundamental expression? When learners do use it, they often fail to understand it fully. It's quite simple. There is means that something or someone exists. That's all. The something can be as simple or as complex as you like. It remains just something. For example, let's start with a basic object, a lamp. There is what? There is a lamp. Where? In the corner. Now consider a more elaborate example. There is an undeniable elegance in the way language, when meticulously crafted, has the power to evoke profound emotions, convey intricate ideas, and bridge the vast chasm between cultures and minds. In this case, the phrase, an undeniable elegance in the way language, when meticulously crafted, has the power to evoke profound emotions, convey intricate ideas, and bridge the vast chasm between cultures and minds, functions as the something, just like the lamp. Therefore, it is essential to respect and use all words, even those that seem simple. Mastery of these basic elements is key to achieving fluency in any language. Then you have those small yet powerful two-letter words like in, on, and at. So important, yet students neglect them again and again. Using them correctly is essential. Otherwise, you might not be saying what you really mean, but we're not covering in, on, at today. Today's focus, modal verbs. If you find fluency difficult, one major reason could be that you're not using modal verbs effectively. Modal verbs add color, intention, and feeling to your sentences, often with just one word. Take the modal verb can. It expresses various meanings, including ability, requests, possibility, and general truths. Let's break it down. Tom plays tennis. Subject plus verb plus object. In the simple present tense, this sentence describes a permanent situation or a habit. A modal verb, also known as a special auxiliary verb, assists the main verb by modulating its meaning. For example, Tom can play tennis. This means he has the skill or ability to play tennis. Tom can play tennis tomorrow. Now, it suggests that playing tomorrow is a possibility. By adding just one small word, the meaning shifts significantly. Without a modal verb, expressing the same idea would require more words and complex structures, often disrupting fluency. Now consider the modal verb should, which suggests that something is a good idea or advisable. Tom should play tennis. This means he doesn't currently play, but it would be a good idea for him to start. Tom should play tennis tomorrow. Here, it's a recommendation specifically for tomorrow. See how much impact a single word can have? Modal verbs are key to clearer, more expressive communication. Master them, and you'll speak with greater confidence and fluency. The modal verbs must and have to. Remember, the modal verb must and the modal verb have to both mean obligation, but the negative form must not and don't have to have different meanings. Must not, prohibition. Don't have to. Not necessary. So if you want to become fluent in English, you should take my advice. You don't have to. But if you want to improve and become fluent, you must. An experienced teacher can help you identify your weak point and guide you so that you can overcome all obstacles. I heard a story about a man who had traveled to a remote location way up high in the Himalayas, seeking a well-known holy man who had spent most of his life in meditation in a solitary cave. When he finally found the master, he asked him one question. "Master, how can I live like an enlightened man?" The master's answer was simple: live like an enlightened man. The point is that the best advice in the world is useless unless you put it into practice. Do the experiment and see for yourself. Work out a schedule of 10 minutes a day to improve your fluency. Focus on the things we have just spoken about, and you will see significant improvement.